Very. They say watch for falling trees. After 2 days of rain, wind, we've been blessed with perfect weather today. It's supposed to hold like this for the next couple days. Outstanding. It's a good day to be out hiking. Top of Blood Mountain, a little windy, a little chilly, 30 degrees. Sleeping in the cabins last night was a great idea. It's amazing what 5 months of training does, because this walk up Blood Mountain today was really easy compared to the last time I was up here. Today's the last big day, 23 miles. See steam on breath. Finish tomorrow. Gorgeous. Oh, look what I found on the trail. It's a gummy bear. Even though today is my last full day, it's clean. I love. I think it's cherry flavor. Doesn't matter, but boy, that was good. Trail magic. There it is. I finished 2,190 miles, 5 months. It's over. It's been an awesome adventure, but I'm glad it's done. Got to finish with Derek, Molly, and Sharon. They all came up and walked out with me. It was great. It's been a wonderful trip. Met a lot of people, saw a lot of things, but I'm ready to go home. Well, it's great to be home. Here's some final thoughts as I wrap up this trip. Thanks again to Sharon, Molly, and Derek to come pick me up. It was great to have somebody there at the finish after 5 months. It really meant a lot to me to have somebody walk up and share that moment with me. Also, a big thank you to Catherine, my niece. She sent me some food along the way. She has a company called Take a Hike Provisions. She makes dehydrated foods for hikers, and they were the best meals out on the trail. When you're having to resupply at the Dollar Generals and gas stations, the limit is basically ramen noodles, some Nor sides, and maybe some couscous. So getting Catherine's meals of dehydrated stew, some mushroom risotto, some quinoa was outstanding. So take a look at her website, takehikeprovisions.com, if you need some dehydrated meals, either hot or cold. I cold soaked and they were wonderful. So thank you again, Catherine. My final pack weight, 12 pounds. That's excluding food and water. So I was able to keep it right around 12 pounds. Really the only gear changes I made during the trip was to go cold soak. So I sent home my stove. For about the last 4 months, been just strictly cold soaking. Made the change on the hammock. That was because I was starting to shelter more. So I didn't really need the hammock. Was able to get by with a tent. So I would do that again for a long duration. Still love the hammock, prefer a hammock over a tent any day. But just the sheer convenience of being able to stay in the shelter and just use the hammock as a backup was a great option for me. And if I did decide to ever do something like this again, then I would consider going a 20-pound sleeping bag for the cold. The last couple of weeks was a little chilly in the mountains, so I could use a 20-degree bag versus my 30-degree bag. But it wasn't bad, I just wore more clothes at night. So those are really the only gear changes I made. I did the flip-flop, and for me that was a wonderful way to do it. I would recommend flip-flop for most people. Going Nobo from Georgia to Maine, your traditional style, there's a 2, 3, 4,000 people that start that. So if you're into the social life, that would be the way to go. But if you want to just have some socials, meet some people, get better weather, flip-flopping worked for me. Sobo, man, that would be tough. Because you start out right in Maine, start out in the whites, the 100-mile wilderness, that'd be really tough. That'd be the hardest way to go. So I'd do flip-flop again. Question I get a lot now is, what's my next adventure? I don't know, haven't finalized that, but I do know it won't be a 5 to 6 month adventure. Being gone for 5 to 6 months was tough. I would like to keep my other adventures just down to 1-2 months. Kind of depends on what Sharon will let me get away with. Even a couple weeks would be great. There will be more through hikes, but there'll be shorter trails like the John Muir Trail, the JMT. There's all kinds of trails out there, the long trail up in the Whites. So there'll be something along that. There might be a bike ride involved some point. So we'll have to see what that holds. But for right now, I'm going to clean my pack, get my beard trimmed, and enjoy a little bit of time before I start back to work. So thanks for watching the videos. Hope you enjoyed them. It's been an awesome adventure. Thanks for everyone's support, and I'll let you know what the next adventure is.